With match point on the line, high school junior Colton King stood ready on the tennis court. His opponent had a wicked serve but was losing steam. Colton felt if he could just nail the return, he could win the rally and ultimately the match. He knew what he was made of and stood strong, ready for the serve, confident. With a lob and a swing, the tennis ball sliced over the net. Trusting his instincts, Colton reacted, ripping a backhand shot off the baseline that slammed into the back fence. Just outside the court, a group of loitering seniors looked up to see Colton's coach and his good buddy Brody congratulating him on a hard-fought victory. As Colton and Brody exited the court toward the locker rooms, the seniors approached and invited them to go hang out at the local mall. Although these seniors were fairly popular, they weren't always known for making the best decisions. Eyeing an opportunity to be accepted by upperclassmen, Brody was quick to accept their offer. He had just lost his own tennis match and could use the pick-me-up. Colton appreciated being accepted by the group as well, but after careful consideration, he thanked them for their offer and declined. He elected instead to head home and knock out his homework so he could enjoy the rest of the weekend. Monday after school, Brody approached the court for tennis practice to find Colton working on his serve before the rest of the tennis team had arrived. As Brody sat on the bench to gear up, Colton took a break to join him. "Brody, my man, where have you been all weekend? I've tried to call you." Sorry, Colt. Sort of had my phone taken away." "What? What did you do?" "Ugh, where do I start?" "Okay, remember when we were invited to hit the mall on Friday? Yeah, bad choice number one. Especially considering I'm broke." "Okay, so we're sitting there in the middle of the mall hanging out by the fountains when I decide to show off and climb in the water to score some coins." "Oh, no, you didn't," Colton laughed. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. "Yep, sure did. I was broke, man." But yeah, bad choice number two. What the heck was I thinking? Brody was ashamed, but did manage to share a chuckle with his friend. The fact is, he knew good choices weren't exactly his forte. Pondering, Brody shook his head, took a deep breath, and continued. "Okay, so then, with my whopping $3 in fountain money, we rolled into Turbo Burger, where someone suggested we pull the old dine and dash. Since I was pretty much broke and wasn't about to disagree with seniors, I went along, resulting in bad choice number three." With an astonished look and a slight smile, Colton gave Brody a friendly punch to the shoulder. "Dude, you're killing me! Come on, Brody, you're better than that." "Am I?" Brody couldn't help but wonder. Sometimes he wasn't sure. "I like to think so, but man, I make some dumb choices sometimes." So yeah, somehow mall security had been alerted to what we were up to, and a guard was waiting for us in the courtyard. Plus, he had seen me in the fountain earlier. I immediately had to call my parents. They picked me up, took my phone for a week, and that was that. Colton read the smile of disbelief on Brody's face. He knew his buddy was full of potential, but just needed a little guidance sometimes. Brody was surrounded by a great support structure of family and close friends, but still, it was ultimately up to him to make the right decisions in his life. Only he could guide his own path. With that, Colton offered some advice. "Brody, I'm no angel. Lord knows I've made some less than favorable decisions in my life. Remember last April during the baseball season when I was involved in that whole fire alarm incident? Well, Coach caught wind of that and wasn't happy. He called me into the dugout after practice. I figured I was going to get an earful, especially since I had a bad habit of arriving late to practice. But instead, he simply shared some advice. He instructed me to build my diamond." "Build your diamond?" Brody was intrigued. Frankly, he was at a loss. He knew he didn't always make the best decisions and was open to any advice he could get. "Yeah, build your diamond. Identify 4 guiding principles that offer clarity in who you are." With those in your pocket, difficult decisions become no-brainers. Colton reached into his tennis bag and pulled out his phone. He unlocked it to reveal his wallpaper, which contained an image of 4 quadrants, each containing a descriptive word. Check it out, man. My 4 diamond principles. I am confident, punctual, independent, and selfless. Coach had me write them down. I thought it was pretty cool, so I took a picture and threw it on my phone for easy reference whenever difficult decisions arise or simply need a little clarity in life. Colton could tell Brody was soaking it in, envisioning his own diamond principles. With his friend dialed in, Colton continued. "Brody, winning my match on Friday, that guy was good, but with the game on the line, I stood strong and attacked his final serve without hesitation, confident. When you showed up just now, I was already here, early in fact, punctual. When the seniors invited us on Friday, yeah, I wanted to go, but I had a bad feeling in my gut. I considered the trouble that might result and thought about my diamond principles, ultimately remembering I'm not out to impress anyone. I don't need any group's approval because not only am I confident, I'm also independent. Colton took a moment to think of an example for the final one, then laughed a little and proceeded. And finally, well, I could still be over dialing in my serve, but you're my boy. I'd rather be here with you hearing your story. So yeah, I suppose that's me being selfless. Brody laughed. Fair enough, Colton. But mostly I think you're just being a good friend. I appreciate it, man. Colton smiled and reached out for a fist bump. Brody obliged, and as the rest of the tennis team began arriving on the court, he stood up with a smile and pondered what his 4 diamond principles might be.